Good day, my scholars. This is my school channel and my name is Abiola. For this video lesson, we'll be solving the JAMB CBT past question for the subject Mathematics, the year 2009. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to my school YouTube channel, and for this video lesson we are going to solve questions 1 to 17. So join me as we start with question 1. So we have, if 55 base x plus 52 base x equal 77 base 10, find x. So the question requires that we find what base this operation was carried out. So what we can do, we can use the expansion formula, and do not forget that I have also treated this topic. Okay, all you just need to do is to check on the link in the description below. It's going to get you to the Myschool website. Right there you get to subscribe for math video subscription. Alright, so join me as I solve this question once again. So I have this 5 times x raised to power 1. Right, so I have this x squared raised to power 0. Then we'll move to the next part. I have 5 times x raised to power 1. Right, then added to 2 times x raised to power 0. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I have then as well 77. Already this is in base 10. So this expansion is actually to bring everything to base 10. So this is already in base 10. So I have 77. Okay, so that is well said. Then I have x raised to power 1, that is x times 5. I have 5x. Added to x raised to power 0, that is 1. 1 times 5, I have 5. Okay, added to x raised to power 1, that is x times 5, I have 5x. Then I have x raised to power 0, that is 1 times 2, that is 2, then everything equal 77. So let's collect like terms. So I have 5x plus 5x, that accounts for 10x. So I have 5 plus 2, that is 7. So I have plus 7 on this side. If I send it outside, it becomes minus 7. So I have 77 minus 7. All right, okay, so then I have 10x equals 77 minus 7, that is 70. Dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 10. So that implies that x equals 7. So the base that this operation was carried out, we are looking at 7, base 7. So let's scan for 7 in the options provided. Very well, we can find that in option C. So option C is the right option. Question 2. Simplify 7 whole number 1 over 12 minus 4 whole number 3 over 4 added to 2 whole number 1 over 2, or you can say 2.5. Okay, so I'm just going to do this using the traditional method we are used to. So, okay, so that we can relate with this concept. There are as well several methods to tackle this question. Okay, so I'll just convert these to their improper fractions. Okay, so 7 times 12, that is 84 plus 1, that is 85, right, over 12. Then I have this 4 times 4, that is 16 plus 3, that is 19 over 4. Okay, then I have 2 times 2, that is 4 plus 1. Then I have 5 over 2. So I have to bring them to the common denominator. So we can use 12, right? LCM here is 12. That is 1 times 85, that is 85. Okay, then I have this. This is 3. 4 into 12, that is 3 times this. That is 57. Okay, then I have this. This is 6 times this. That is 30. All right, so we can make this very easy to tackle. So 85 minus 57. Okay, so you can decide to do it this way, or you can just punch your calculator. All right, so I have this. This is 8. 1 has been removed. This becomes 7 minus this. This is 28. So I have 28 plus 30. That is 58. So I have 58 over 12. All right, so if I want to break this down, okay, how many times can we pass 12 through 58? Okay, that should work for 4 times, right? So that is 4 times, right, remaining 10, because 12 times 4 is 48. 58 minus 48, that is 10 over 12. Okay, I can still further simplify as saying 4 whole number 5 over 6, because 2 here 5, 2 here 6. So let's hunt for 4 whole number 5 over 6 or 58 over 12. So where do I have that? Very well, you can confirm with me. Option C as the right option. 3. Evaluate 81.81 plus 99.44 over 20.09 plus 36.16. Correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, so I'm just going to use a very easy method. Okay, so I can just add up the numerator separately, add up the denominator. All right, so let's make that happen. So I have the numerator, I have 81.81, then alongside 99.44. You can decide to bring this 99. Okay, first, you should still arrive at the same solution. So I have 1 plus 4, that is 5, right? Then I have 8 plus 4, that is 12. I should write 2, then carry over 1, right? 1 plus 1, that is 2. 2 plus 9, that accounts for 11. I still leave 1 again as a remainder. So I have 1 plus 8, that is 9, right? 9 plus 9, that is 18. I write 8 first, then this. So for numerator, I have 181.25 numerator. Okay, so let's switch to the denominator. I have 20. Okay, let me just write the bigger value first. Okay, because I guess that is what we are used to. Okay, so 20.09. Then I have 6 plus 9, rather, I have 15. All right, 5 leave to 1. 1 plus 1, that is 2, plus 0, that is 2. Right, then I have 6 plus 0, I have 6. 3 plus 2, I have 5. So denominator. So let's bring them together. So I have 181.25 over 56.25. Okay, so what can I do to this? I can make this happen, right, by using standard form. So you can check our video subscription from mathematics. Okay, right there I've treated the topic standard form, okay, fractions, decimal, and the likes. All right, with enough examples. Okay, so I can change this to standard form by saying 18125, right, times 10 raised to power minus 2. Okay, you can see from here 1, 2. Then I have over 56.25. Or rather, we are removing the decimal points because we are switching to this as well, times 10 raised to power minus 2. So I should have 181, right, 25 over 5625, right? This is for the numerator, 10 raised to power minus 2. Then for the denominator, right, if this comes up, then it's going to be, I have minus, isn't it? Minus 2. Okay, so this is the minus 2 here. This all over means divide, so divide changes to minus. So that is, this is here, then this is what we have here. Okay, so if I go on, I should have 18125 over 5625, right? Okay, so I have minus 2, right? Minus times minus, that is plus. So I have plus 2. So minus 2 plus 2, that is 0. So 10 raised to power 0, that is 1. So this part is gone. Okay, so let's work with this. I can tell that 25 can pull through here because you can see it ends with 25. So I'm confident about that. So let's see, how many times can I pull out 25 from 181? Okay, so that should be about 25 times 4, that is 100, right, times 5. Oh, okay, times 3, that's 75. That is 175. So 25 can go 7 times here, right? So 181 minus 175, that is 6. So I have 6 left here. So 25 in 6 to 5, that is 25. Okay, so for the numerator, I have 7 to 5. Okay, then let's check out at this junction. So 25 in 56, it can go 2 times, remaining 6. So I have 2, remaining 6. So 25 in 6 to 5, I still have 25, because 25 times 25 gives you 6 to 5. So let me still break it down further. Over 2 to 5. So I should be able to still simplify. So if I have 25 right there, okay, 25 in 725, okay, I know 25 times 25, that gives me 625, right? So 625 plus 100, okay, that gives me 725. So that means I'm having times 29 instead of 25. So it goes here 29 times. You can just punch your calculator to simplify things, okay? I'm trying to work without a calculator. So how many times can I put 25 through here? That should be, I have 4, 4, 8. That should be 9. 9 times, yeah, 9 times. So if I simplify further, 9 in 29, that should go 3 times, remainder 2 over 9. Yes, 3 times remainder 2 over 9. So if I'm asked to bring this down to decimal, okay, I can use my long division method because we are required to bring our answer to 3 significant figures. Okay, so now let's use the long division method. Okay, pardon me. You can always play back this video, all right, to better understand this concept. So I have 2 inside, I have 9. How many times can I put through 2? No, so I have this. 9 in 20 will go twice, right? Remaining 2. Okay, so 9 times 2, I have 18. So 20 minus 18, I have 2. I know I have to strike, apply 0 as well. 9 in 20, I have 2. So that means I'll be having 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So this should be 3.2222222. So basically, if I'm bringing my answer to 3 significant figure, I should just have 3.22. So let me see if I have this provided in the options given to us. Okay, 3.22. Very well, I can find that in option B. So option B is the right option. 4. A man bought a second-hand photocopying machine for 34,000 naira. So he serviced it at a cost of 2,000 naira and then sold it at a profit of 15%. Okay, so what was the selling price? So how much did he sell this machine and he was able to make a profit of 15%? Okay, so this is profit percentage. This is the formula for profit percentage. Okay, equals the profit he made, right, over the cost price times 100%. Okay, so let's just slot in the value. So we are told that the profit percentage is 15, right? So I have 15 equals the profit. Remember, formula for profit is selling price minus cost price. So this is what we are looking for. Selling price minus the cost price. So right now, what is the cost price? Now, you can see that even though he bought the second-hand machine for 34,000, he spent extra 2,000 naira. So we are going to put all those values together, okay, to give us our cost price. All right, so that is, for it to be functional, so that is 36,000 naira, 34 plus 2,000. Okay, so I have over the cost price again. All right, then I have times 100. Okay, so basically I can do this, I can cross multiply. Right, so I have 15 times 36 zone equals this, right, minus 36,000, okay, times 100, the 100 we have it. So I can say this, divide both sides by 100, right, to make it easier or faster. Right, so this is struck out, please. Okay, so 0 strikes out 0, 0 strikes out 0. So I have 15 times 360. So let me check that out. 36 times 15. I know it's 150. I'm just trying to shortcut. Okay, so I have this. 5 times 6, that is 30. Okay, 5 times 3, 15, that is 18. Right, 1 times 6, 6. 1 times 3, I have 3. So I have 0. I have 8 plus 6, that is 14. I lift 1. That makes 2. I have 540. Okay, so I have 540 equals, right, SP, right, minus 36, this. Okay, so, not 540, I left 0 behind in this 360, so that is 5,400, please. Pardon my oversight. So we have selling price. Once I send this 36,000 to the other side, it becomes positive. So my selling price equals the 5,400, okay, added to 36,000 naira. All right, so if I have 5 plus 36, that should give me 41, right? 400 plus this, so I have 41,400. So his selling price we have 41,400. So let's scan through together 41,400. Where can we find that? Okay, very well, we have that in option C. So option C is the correct option. Question 5. A student spent 1/5 of his allowance on books. Okay, so half of remainder on food and kept the rest for contingencies. Okay, so what fraction was kept for contingencies? All right, so let's say it's allowance. Let's represent it with any letter. Okay, let's say letter M. Okay, that should be for money. Okay, so this is allowance M. Okay, we are told that he spent 1/5 of it. So 1/5 of M. Okay, let me just say books. All right, for books, we are told he spent 1/5 of his allowance M. Okay, so that means 1/5 times M, right? That is M times 1, so I have M/5. So this is what he spends on book, right? So what is remaining after that? So the remainder after this, I should have, no, this is his allowance. That will be M minus what he has spent on books, right? So LCM is 5, right? This is 5 times 1. I have 5 times M. I have 5M. Okay, I have minus 5 in 5, 1. 1 times M, I have M. So the remainder here is 4M/5. So you can see this, the remainder. All right, so we are now told that 1/2 of the remainder on food. So the food, 1/2 of the remainder. This is the remainder here. Right, so I have 2 here, 1, 2 here, 2. So basically 2M times 1, I have 2M over 1 times 5, I have 5. So you can see what we have. So we are now told that, and he kept the rest for contingencies. So for contingencies, that will be the remainder, right? When you take it away from the amount he spent on food. Okay, my LCM is 5. So since it's the same thing, so I have 4M minus 2M, right? So that should be 2M/5. So this is what is saved for contingencies. So I have 2/5. So let's see if we have that provided in the options. Very well, we can find that in option C. So option C is the right option. Please remember that you can always use the Myschool tools. All you just need to do is to click on the link in the description below. It's going to take you to the Myschool website. Right there you get to download the Myschool mobile app for your Android devices, or you can get the Myschool software for your laptops and computers. Okay, so why not try that right now? So join me as I solve question 6. If log base 10 to equals 0.3010, okay, and log 7, natural log, now the base is 10, okay, log 7 equals 0.8451. We're asked to evaluate the same base, right, natural base, log 10, okay, to 80. So we're asked to find log 280. So we can just do this. So since I'm working with the natural base, so I don't need to write this. So just note that in case you encounter questions or you meet questions whereby the base is not being identified, just know that, okay, naturally, they are working with base 10. All right, so I have this 280, so I have to simplify. So I can say log 28, right, times 10, which implies log, I can still break this down, log 7 times log 4 times 10, right, which implies log 7, right, sorry, not base 7 now. 7 times log 4 times log 10. Okay, I think I have to rewrite this for clarity. Okay, so log base 10, log 10 in base 10, that's still 1, right? So I have, from the question, you know, we are provided with the value of log 7, right? And the value of log 2. So I have log 7. All right, I have added 2. Log 4, okay? Log 4 is actually 2 raised to power 2, right? Plus 1. Log 10 base 10 is 1. right? So I have log 7 added to, this comes here, 2 into brackets, log 2 plus 1. All right, so let's put in the values. All right, so we are told that log 7 is actually 0.8451, right? When we add the 2, we have log 2 is 0.3010, now times 2. So if I have 0.3010 times 2, okay, you can use your calculator to get that faster. So 2 times 0, I have 0. 2 times 1, I have 2. 2 times 0, I have 0. 2 times 3, I have 6. 2 times 0, I have. So I should have 0.6020, then 1. All right. So I can just fill it in with zeros. Okay, so 1 plus 0, I have 1. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 0, I have 7. 4 plus 0 plus 0, I have 4. 8 plus 6 plus 0, that is 14. I write 4, then I lift 1. Remember our decimal point. Okay, I have 1 plus 0, I have 1. Plus 0, I have 1. Plus 1, I have 2. So I have 2.4471. So let's see if we have that provided. Okay, so I can find that in option B. So option B is the right option. Please, we need you to always hit the like button. Also, click on the subscribe button and always tap on that bell notification so you can get informed immediately we upload the next video. Question 7. Simplify 5 plus root 7 over 3 plus root 7. Okay, the method we need to adopt right there is to use the rationalization step or procedure. All right, so how do we rationalize the denominator? We just have to use the conjugate of this, so that should give me 5 plus root 7, right, multiplied by 3 minus root 7 over this 3 plus root 7, right, multiplied by 3 minus root 7. Okay, so as well, you can check the link in the description below. It's going to get you to the Myschool website. Right there, you get to subscribe for math video lesson. I've treated the topic Surds, okay, with enough examples and explanations. So let's proceed. I have 5 times 3, that is 15. Okay, so I have 5 times minus root 7. I have minus 5 root 7. Then I have plus root 7 times 3. I have plus 3 root 7. Then I have plus times minus. I have minus root 7 times root 7. I have root 49. Square root of 49, that is 7. So that is for my numerator. Then denominator, I have 3 times 3. I have 9. Right? Okay, I don't want to jump the steps here. Okay, so I have 3 times minus root 7. I have minus 3 root 7. Plus root 7 times 3, I have plus 3 root 7, right? Then I have plus times minus, I have minus. Root 7 times root 7, that is root 49. Square root of 49, that is 7. Very well. Then, if we try to simplify this, 15 minus 7, that is 8, right? So I have minus 5 root 7 plus 3 root 7. Okay, just think of these roots as probably a currency denomination. Okay, so let's indicate this root 7 as naira. So let's say minus 5 naira plus 3 naira. Okay, so you are having 3 naira on you, but you are owing 5 naira. So if you pay up your 3 naira out of the 5 naira, how much will be left? 2 naira. Okay, so that means it's going to carry a negative sign because it's still a debt. All right, so I have minus 2 naira. Or we can simply put it rightly as root 7. Okay, so I have minus 3 naira plus 3 naira, that is 0. Okay, so this part is gone. Then I have 9 minus 7, that is 2. Okay, I can further simplify, okay, by bringing this down. What is common? 2 is common. I have 4 minus root 7 over the 2 we have as denominator, right? So I should have 4 minus root 7 as my answer once this sort is simplified. So 4 minus root 7. Join me as I sort it out. Okay, very well, we have that in option B. So option B is the right option. A. S is the set of, we have n squared plus 1, such that n is a positive integer and 1 is less than or equals to n. N is less than or equals to 5. All right, so we have the same expression here, but this time around we have it as 5n. So we have to find x intersection y. All right, so let's move to our solution. Platform So we just have to express this, all right? Write them out as integers. Okay, so we have this expression n squared plus 1. So look at this, that means n, okay, should include 1, right, down to 5. Okay, so 5 should be included as well. So I have n values as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, for both sets. Okay, so if we look at this, so I should have x, all right, when n is actually 1, so that will be 1 squared, right? That is 1 squared, that is 1, plus 1, that is 2. You can see that when n is 2, so I have 2 squared, that is 4, plus 1, that is 5. When n is 3, that is 3 squared, that is 9, plus 1, that is 10. When n is 4, that is 4 raised to power 2, that is 16 plus 1, that accounts for 17. Then I have when n is 5, okay, 1 to 5. Then that is 5 raised to power 2, that is 25 plus 1, that is 26. Okay, so that is for set X. All right, so take note that our set should be written in capital letter, please. As well, you can check for the video subscription, okay? We've treated this topic very well. So, okay, so let's work around this. Then for set Y, I should have this. So when n equals 1, so that is 5 times 1, I have 5. Added to, when n is 2, that is 2 times 5, that is 10. When n is 3, that is 3 times 5, that is 15. When n is 4, 4 times 5, that is 20. When n is 5, 5 times 5, that is 25. So right here, the question requires that we find x intersection n. So that is, what are the elements that is common to both sets? Okay, so I can sort out 5. Which other one? 5 and 10. Yeah, 5 and 10. So I can see that 5 and 10 is common to x and y sets, s and y. So let's look for 5 and 10. All right. Very well, we can find that in option A. So option A is the valid option. 9. We have Roman figure 1, okay, S intersection T intersection W gives you S. Okay, so Roman figure 2, we have S union T union W gives you W. Then we have Roman figure 3, T intersection W gives you S. Okay, so you can see from here, if S is a subset of T and T is a subset of W, which of the above statements are true? So all we just need to do is to sort it out from here. So look at this very condition, okay? So we can say that S is a child to T, right? And T is a child to W. So like W is a grandmaster to this set. All right, so that is everything that you can find in S, okay, can be pulled out from T. Everything that T has, okay, can be found in W. All right, so basically, W is like the universal set for them, okay, just for this expression. Okay, so if I have S intersection T intersection W gives you S, that means we are looking at elements, all right, that you can find in S, that you can find in T, that you can find in W. At the end of the day, those elements will not be elements that you can strictly attribute to S. So this statement is very correct. All right, so let's look at this. S union T union W will give you W, because all the elements you can find in S, okay, you are joining them to what you can find in T, and you're joining them to what you can find in W. Because remember that S is a child or a to T, okay, a learner to T. So everything S has can be found in T, and everything T has can be found in W. So this means that everything that you are seeing here still amounts to W, because you are joining all the elements together. So when you bring them together, remember there's no repetition in sets. So you still get this. So these statements and this statement, they are valid. So let's verify statement 3. So T intersection W gives you S. Wow, that is incorrect. Okay, because we are looking at elements that are common, that you can find in T and that you can as well find in W. Okay, so when T intersects W, and remember that W is the grandmaster to T, all right, so it should just come back to elements that are very specific to T, all right, so this should give you T intersection W should give you T, not S. Okay, so this is ruled out. So statements 1 and 2 are valid. So where do we find 1 or 2? That is option A. So option A is the right option. 10. So I have, if P equals the square root of RS cube over T, express R in terms of P, S, and C. All right, so that's just change of subject of formula. Okay, so the first thing I can do is I can square both sides to eliminate the square root. So if I square both sides, the square here eliminates the square root here, then this becomes P squared. So P squared equals RS cube over T. So I can cross multiply, right? So basically I should have P squared T equals RS cube. So we have to make R the subject. So I divide both sides by S cube. Right, then I have S cubed. So R will be expressed as P squared T over S cubed. So join me as we scan through the options. P squared T over S cubed. Okay, so where do I have that? I have that in option A. So option A is the correct option. Do you have questions you'd like to ask? Please do not hesitate. All you just need to do, click on the link in the description below. It's going to get you to the Myschool website. Right there, you get to encounter our solution providers. So ask those questions right now. So join me as I solve question 11. Okay, so a polynomial in X whose roots are 4 over 3 and minus 3 over 5. Okay, we just have to do something that looks like the reversal of factorization. So we have the roots as 4 over 3, right, and minus 3 over 5. Okay, so basically I'm looking at something like this. X equals 4 over 3, right, and X equals minus 3 over 5. Okay, so let me write this so that we can have a proper view of what I have here. So I have X, right, equals 4 over 3, okay, and I have X equals minus 3 over 5. Okay, we can see that. So I can decide to just bring it in, or I can cross multiply and I still have the same. So let me just do this. We are still going to get the same thing. Okay, I should have X, 3X, right? Okay, equals 4 and 5X equals minus 3. So I should have 3X minus 4, right? And 5X plus 3, right, when it comes in. So let me just expand the bracket. So I should have 3X times 5X. I should have 15X squared. 3X times plus 3, I have plus 9X. Then I have minus 4 times 5X, I have minus 20X. Okay, then very well, I have minus 4 times plus 3, I have minus 12. So I should have 15X squared, all right, plus 9X minus 20X. That should give me minus 11X minus 12. So this is the polynomial whose roots are 4 over 3 and minus 3 over 5. So let's sort that out. 15x squared minus 11x minus 12. Yeah, I can find that in option A. So option A is the valid option. In case you have better steps or explanations you'd like to share, please, we are so much interested. Kindly use the comment section below, indicate the question number and the suggestions or solutions you'd like to share. 12. Which of the following equations represent the graph above? All right, so you can see the roots from here. We have 1 over 4, then we have minus 2. Okay, we are tapping on the x-axis. So let's work with this. So I have my roots, x minus 2, then 1 over 4, right? Okay, so that means when this comes inside, it becomes plus 2, right? And this is, remember, x equals 1 over 4. If I cross multiply, then I should have 4x. I'm having 1 here. When it crosses over, it becomes minus 1. So I have this. If I expand, I have 4x squared, right? Then I have minus x. Then I have plus 8x. Then I have minus 2. So basically, I have 4x squared, right? We have minus 7 plus 7x, right, minus 2. So if you take note of the expression we have on the graph, you can see the y-intercept is actually reflecting on the positive side. So if I'm going to do that, just like you are switching sides, right, so it's going to be minus 4x squared, right, minus 7x plus 2. Or you can put it this way, 2, since 2 is positive, right, minus 7x minus 4x squared. So whichever one we want to work with, we are very good. So let's see if we have this. 2 minus 7x minus 4x squared. I can find that in option D, so option D is the right option. 13. W is directly proportional to U. So that is W equals KU. K, the sign for proportionality. So if we have W equals 5 and U equals 3, find U when W equals 2 over 7. Okay, so let's build the first expression, mathematical expression, right? Direct proportionality. So that means K equals W over U. We have to first find K, right? So when we have W as 5 and U as 3, so that should be 5 over 3. So that means K is 5 over 3. So right here we are asked to find U. Okay, we are asked to find U. So if we are finding U, that means U will be equals to W over K, or W divided by K, isn't it? So we are given the value of W as 2 over 7, right, divided by value of K is 5 over 3. So that should give me 2 over 7 times 3 over 5. So basically I have 6 over 35. So let me see if I have 6 over 35 in the options provided. Join me as I move back to the screen. Very well, we can validate that with option A. So option A is the right option. 14. Determine the value of x for which x squared minus 1 is greater than 0. Okay, so we can just recall the simple technique like this. Remember when you have this, right, x squared minus 1, when you have it, it actually means x minus 1 and x plus 1. Remember this, right? So basically I can say from here, remember it's equals to 0. Basically I can say from here x equals to 1 or minus 1. If this goes outside, it becomes minus 1. This one goes outside, it becomes plus 1. So we can see this here. So I can just put it based on the expression, the question giving us as minus 1 is less than x, or x is less than 1. All right, even if you pull up the graph, this is what you should have. So let's look for minus 1 is less than x and x is less than 1. We can find that in option B. So option B is the option we are looking for. Question 15. Find the range of values of x for which 3x minus 7 is less than or equals to 0 and x plus 5 is greater than 0. Okay, so this is very easy to tackle. All I just need to do here is I send this minus 7 outside, it becomes plus 7. All right, so I have 3x is less than or equals to 7, and I have as well x is greater than 5. We can see that minus 5 now. All right, when the positive side goes outside, it becomes negative, dividing both sides by the coefficient of x, which is 3. So I have this. X is less than or equals to 7 over 3 rather, and x is greater than minus 5. So if I want to bring this together, okay, I can say minus 5 is less than x, right, because x is bigger than it, right? Then I can say x is less than or equals to 7 over 3. That is around 2 point something. Yeah, 2 point something thereabout. So let's see if we have minus 5 is less than x, x is less than 7 over 3. Where can I find that? Minus 5 is less than x. Okay, x is less than or equals to 7 over 3. This is the right option. Please, you should take note of the signs, inequality signs, very important. So option C is the right option. 16. The sum of the first n terms of the arithmetic progression 5, 11, 17, 23, 29, 35, okay, is what? So if you look at the common difference here, you can get that by saying this minus this, or this minus this, or this minus this. So if you try that out, you should have your common difference as 6 and your first term as 5. So let's pull out the formula for sum of the arithmetic progression when it comes to nth terms. So this, okay, so you should have n over 2 into bracket a plus l, or you can have an expression like this, n over 2, okay, we have this 2a plus n minus 1 into bracket v. Okay, so I have n over 2, the n term. Our first term is 5, so 2 times 5 I have 10 plus our n term we don't know, n minus 1 into brackets. Our common difference is 6. Okay, so if I move on, I should have n over 2, open your bracket, 10, right? 6 times n, I have 6n, right, plus 6n. Then I have 6 times minus 1, I have minus 6. Okay, so basically I should have, okay, let me just bring it here. I should have n over 2 into bracket 10 minus 6, I have 4 plus 6n. All right, I can still simplify this by saying, I can just say n over 2, right, times 2 can still go through 2 plus 3n, right? So I should have 2 cancel 2. Then what I should have is n into bracket 2 plus 3n. Or if I expand, I should have 2n plus 3n squared. So whichever one. Okay, so let's look for these expressions. Okay, n into bracket 2 plus 3n, or I can have 2n plus 3n squared. So which one do we have? N into bracket 2 plus 3n. Yeah, that is found in option B. So option B is the right option. 17. Find to infinity the sum of the sequence. We have 1, 9 over 10, 9 over 10 raised to power 2, 9 over 10 raised to power 3. Definitely you can say that the common ratio here is 9 over 10. All right, the first term is 1. So the formula for sum to infinity, okay, I can just have it as a over 1 minus r. So my a is 1, right? That is 1 divided by 1 minus r, right? So I have 1 minus, my r common ratio is 9 over 10. Okay, so if I find the LCM here, 1 minus 9 over 10, okay, over 1, LCM is 10, 1 in this, that is 10, times 1, I have 10, 10 in 10, that is 1 times 9, I have 9, so basically I have 1 over 10, okay, so what I should have here is 1 over 1, right, divided by what I got from the brackets, 1 over 10, that implies 1 over 1 times 10 over 1, so 10 times 1, I have 10 over 1 times 1, I have 1, so 10 divided by 1, I have 10. So the sum to infinity, we have 10. So let's go and select 10 from the screen. Okay, we can find that in option A. So option A is the valid option. Right there, we've come to the end of this video lesson. But please do not forget that you just have to hit that like button, click on the subscribe button, and always tap on bell notification for you to get alerts immediately we upload the next video content just for you.